Hi everyone, it's David here from Solara Sites, and today we're going to be making a favicon for your newly built site. I'm just going to show you what that looks like. Favicon is this little square icon here in the browser. It also shows up on bookmarks, so if someone bookmarks your site, it'll show up there as well. I've added a little head to ours as a bookmark, as a favicon. Bluehost is this little square box. Twitter used their logo, their little bird, and Filezilla use an FZ. So we're going to go over now and create a favicon. I'm going to use the image that we have created for our logo. I'm just going to open it up. I'm going to right click. I'm going to say open with paint. Now we're in here in paint, and I'm going to be using this section of it here. But for a favicon image, you need it 32 pixels by 32 pixels. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click the square select, and I'm going to put it here. And I'm going to draw a square roughly where I want it. I just quickly want to show you something down at the bottom of the paint screen. You'll see two numbers here. One is the height, one is the width, 54 by 55. When you're creating your selection around the head, you want to try, when you're doing your selection, keep an eye down here and try and make it as square as you possibly can before you make your selection, because when we crop it and go to resize it, we want to keep the aspect ratio so that when it's 32 by 32 it won't distort the image. So what we're going to do is we're going to click crop, and then we're going to click resize, and then we're going to choose pixels, and we're going to just take off the maintain aspect ratio, and then in here we're going to type 32, and in here we're going to type 32, and then just click OK. And as you see, because we kept it square at the beginning, it still looks good. Now we're going to save it, so click save as, and you want to go down to other formats, click there, and then in here you want to write favicon.ico, and then click save. I have one created already, so I'm just going to say yes to replace it. It's just saying any transparency, doesn't matter, and just going to have loads of stuff open. Just going to close them all down, and as you can see now in my folder I have created a favicon.ico, and it'll look like this. There's no image, you won't be able to see this because it's an ICO file, so it just looks like a sheet of paper. That's fine, that's the way it looks like. This is what it would look like if we saved it as a PNG, just to show you this is how it will look, so don't worry about it for the moment. The next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to need to upload it to our root directory of our site, but we're going to need a piece of software called FTP client, and it's Filezilla. I showed you earlier when I was pointing out it's favicon, and here we are, Filezilla. I'll leave a URL in the description so you can have a direct link to it, and then I want you to go to download Filezilla and click on download. Now it's going to take you to SourceForge, and in SourceForge you just want to say download now, click it, and it's asking to download this, and this is it here. It's 1 megabyte. You just say save file, yeah, and it's downloaded now, and it's saying it's safe. So what you want to do is you click, if you're using Firefox or if you're using Chrome, just go into your downloads where it's downloaded and just double click, and it'll ask you if you want to install this on your computer, and you just say yes. I'm not going to because I already have it in there. You just say yes, follow all the directions it gives you. At the end it'll ask you if you want to add a shortcut to your desktop. Just say yes, it's the easiest way to get to it. And once you're finished that, double click on your desktop, and I will see you in Filezilla. Okay, so here we are at Filezilla, and the first thing we're going to do is set up our site manager. Now there's two ways of connecting, and one is this. It's a quick way, it's quick connect. You can put in your host, your username, your password, and you can hit quick connect. The problem with this is you have to do it every single time you want to upload something, whereas we're just going to set up our site manager, so you just have to click this little down arrow and click on the name of your website, and it'll connect straight away every time. So under file here, there's a little button for site manager. Click on that and you'll get this little screen. It'll pop up, and I want you to go down here to where it says new site and click on new site, and you'll see it's highlighted in blue here. What you want to do is just name your site, so whatever your site is, and then you want to click on the Generals tab is open, so you don't have to click that, but in here you need to put in ftp dot your site, whatever your site name is, .com, .org, whichever in here, and then you want to come down to where it says anonymous, click the downward arrow and click on normal. Then in where it says username and password, you're going to have to, the username and password that you have to log into Bluehost cPanel, that's what you add here. You put the user in here, password in here, and there's just one more thing we need to do. Then we need to go to the advanced tab, and in the advanced tab where it says default remote directory, I need you to put in /public _ HTML. Now with some hostings it can be slightly different. Sometimes it can be /web, so just double check with them. With Bluehost, if you're following along, it would be /public _ HTML, and then you just come down here and you hit quick connect, or you hit connect, and it'll log you in. So I'm not going to, I'm just going to cancel this, and I'm going to go over here to my drop down arrow, and I'm going to click on the name of the site I want to get to. Now as you can see, there's 4 sections in here in Filezilla. This is your local site, so this is all of the folders that are on your own computer at home, and all of these are the files within whichever folder you happen to click. So if you click on website descriptions, it'll show you everything that's in that folder. If I click on images, it shows you everything that's in the images folder. So I click a PNG, it shows me all of the PNGs that's in that folder. Over here is the remote site. This is your public _ HTML. When you click that plus arrow, you'll see it shows your admin, your content, and your WordPress includes. This is everything to do with your WordPress website. But you don't have to worry anything about that. And these are the files that are in the public _ HTML. And as you scroll down here, you'll see a file called favicon.ico. Now the favicon that's in there at the moment is Bluehost. I'll just show you. This is Bluehost, their little favicon in here. That will be automatically assigned to your website when you create your database. But we're going to just delete that now from Filezilla. So you just have to right click on it and then click delete. And it'll say you want to delete it from your server. Just say yes, and it'll delete it. And the next thing you want to do then is, wherever you saved your file, your favicon, you need to collect it. You need to find it wherever folder you had it in, and just you can right click on it and you can say upload, or you can just left click and hold and you can drag it across and just drop it in there. And up here it'll tell you it's connecting to everything, and it'll tell you if it's successful, and it's saying directory listing is successful. And we just need to go back to our website, and I have it in there already, but if I click refresh, it'll show my little favicon in there. And the same should have happened for you, because some templates allow you to use a favicon.png, calls to that instead of the ICO. So for this template it's .ico. That's it for today. We've learned how to create a favicon and upload it to our site, and we also learned how to use an FTP client. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you again in the next video. Bye.